Alright, is this thing on? Alright, everyone. My name is Arsenal Jim, and I'm 32 right now, and I'm here to tell you a story about when my life turned upside down. It was a few years ago, actually, like maybe 10. I was going to Arizona, right? You know, cool place, near Mexico, right? That's where I met this one chick, but here we go. Here's how the story went. So, I move into my dorm room, right? I go to Arizona College, whatever. I don't know what it was, but community college. And I get my own dorm room, right, with my roommate Dave. He likes to take his beer and party on Mercedes-Benz, so I never really saw him that much, right? So what happened was this. So I got my dorm room, right, with Dave and whatever. I didn't really have any bed sheets because I got this twin bed, right? This twin bed. And at my old house in Texas, it used to be a queen size bed. So, you know, I didn't really have any options. So what happened was, my friends were telling me, "Hey, you should go to TJ Maxx and whatever." I'm like, "Okay, what would I do there? If you need anything there, just buy something." I'm like, "Okay." So I go down to TJ Maxx, right? Because it was like Target was like 200 miles away. All right. So I go in there. I'm looking for stuff, and I just need bed sheets. That's all I need. I don't really need anything else. I got all my things packed. So I'm like, oh yeah, that place right there, the TJ Maxx. That's where all the hot milfs go to, right? But I go in there. I look through the bed sheets. It's just all girl princess bed sheets. I'm like, this is not going to do me no. And then all of a sudden, I look at the bottom. I see this very fine pair of Spider-Man bed sheets. I said, you know what, this will do. I go up to the clerk. She's like, hey, how are you doing today? And I'm like, I'm alright. I'm just trying to get some bed sheets. She's like, oh, how old are you, sir? I'm like, oh, I'm 22. She's like, oh, shit. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then she checks them out. And she's like, okay, that's $13.94. I'm like, okay, sweet. Pretty cheap. So I bought them, go to my dorm room, and then, when I was going to my dorm room, I got my text from this girl. She's like, hey, I'll see you in 10 minutes. I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot. This girl I met online, her name was Sarah, right? I was meeting her up for something, and she's like, oh, I'm in Mexico right now on the border. I'm like, alright, I'll see you there in like a few minutes. Because I don't really live that far away from her. I'm like on the pin, like, you know where the line is on the Arizona? I'm living right there, right? So what I do is, I get to my dorm room, go to my thing, put the bed sheets on there. I just clean them really nice. Very nice bed sheets. I say, God damn, these things are a fucking masterpiece. They're looking fine, clean, fresh. Girlfriend's like, see you, well, not girlfriend, but, you know, meeting her up. I'll see you in 5 minutes. Alright, I'll see you in 5 minutes too. So I drive her there, and I drive down there, I pick her up. We go over to my dorm room, but I was telling her on the way, hey, why were you in Mexico, like, doing whatever? She's like, oh, I was protesting. I'm like, why were you protesting? She's like, well, because that was the only thing I can do with my friends. I'm like, oh, really? Are you from Mexico? She's like, no, I'm from the United Kingdom, but my parents dropped me off to Mexico, and then they never brought me back. I'm like, oh, shit, how long have you been living? 12 years. I'm like, oh, it's pretty fucked up. Alright, anyway, we're going to go to my dorm room, and you know what I mean? She's like, cool. So, we go to my dorm room, right? Fresh fucking Spider-Man bed sheets. She's like, okay, cool. And, yeah. Wait, I forgot to tell you before. Fuck. Okay, what happened before was, I asked her if she wanted anything to eat. She said no. I had a burrito just a few minutes ago. I said, okay. So, I went to McDonald's just to go get dessert. She's like, you know what, I'll have something. I said, okay. What do you want? She's like, I'll get a black McFlurry or whatever, Oreo McFlurry. I'm like, okay, I'll just get the same and a Big Mac. America. So, what happened is, I get all that shit, go to my dorm room, and we're like about to do the business and whatever. And she's like, oh, why do you have Spider-Man bed sheets? I'm like, those are the only ones they had. She said, alright. So what happened was, alright, we were doing all the jazz and whatever, and then in mid-intercourse, something fucking crazy happened. Alright, hold on a second. Let me catch my breath. So what happened was this. So, she's doing it from whatever, and I look up and I see this poster of a buff ass dude sitting on the lion, and then this weird lady chick sitting on this dragon. I said, damn, I feel good to be me right now. So what happened was this. I felt this liquid coming down my fucking legs, thinking I was sweating super hard like a dog, and I'm like, God damn, what have I been doing? Am I sweating that hard? And then all of a sudden, I look, and it's not fucking sweat. It's fucking brown shit coming out of her ass. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? So I look, and my bed sheets, right? These new Spider-Man bed sheets are fucking brown. And I'm like, oh shit, come on, get up, get up. She's like, what? I can leave or whatever. I'm like, no, just go take a shower, take care of yourself. I'm gonna wash these bed sheets. And then she's like, okay. Then she goes and takes a shower. And I'm sitting here washing these bed sheets, and it looked like fucking brown stains. It didn't go through the sheets or whatever, but you know, it wasn't that bad. So I put the sheets in the dryer and washer or whatever, wait for them to wash, and then she gets out of the shower. She's like, "Are you ready again?" I'm like, "Yeah, I got the bed sheets ready," and they were like a little brown fade. Now they didn't really look like anything bad, right? So anyway, we keep doing it, blah blah blah, and near the end, something happened to my nervous system or whatever. My stomach was like grumbling like a motherfucker. It sounded like a dog needing to go take a piss. And I was just some drunk hobo beating his son up, not taking him out. And then the dog, which is me, shits on the floor. But this time it wasn't the floor. It was the bed sheets that I just fucking washed. And now, instead of brown coming in my ass, it was fucking black. So those Spider-Man bed sheets, they weren't brown anymore with a fade. No. They looked like fucking Black Spider-Man from Spider-Man 3. This shit was turning black, and it looked like it. So I said, hey, did you do it again? She's like, no, look at you. And I'm like, holy fuck. It's like, you know, in CSI or whatever, all those crime shows where they take the chalk and they chalk down the body? That's exactly what I looked like, but it was covered in my own shit. And I'm like, oh, fuck, this looks like oil or some shit. What did I fucking eat? Oh, wait, that's right. I had a Big Mac, and, I had a McFlurry, and then I also had a Mega XL burrito from Dollar Store. So did she. And I'm like, God fucking damn it, bro. What the hell is going on? So, these Spider-Man bed sheets, the shit that was consumed in my goddamn body, went so far into the bed sheets, it went through the mattress, making a little brown fucking, like, 2-inch hole, right? Because these bed sheets are new, right? And it looked like nucleic, or just fucking acid burned through the goddamn sheets. And experienced my ass. So what happened was this. That shit that came out of my ass made a fucking 2-inch hole that went down into my roommate Dave's his bed, because we have a bunk bed. So what happened was that was piling up, and then we finished off, right? Fuck the bed sheets at this point, they'll get dry. And then after that, she leaves, and then I put all my clothes on, I grab the sheets, and I say, oh, I'm not fucking washing these again. So I threw them in the trash can, right? Next morning, it smelled like ass, and I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go take a shower real quick, I need to go. And my roommate Dave, he comes in, right? He fucking said, hey, good morning, man, how are you? I'm like, good, where were you last night? And he's like, oh, I was just out trying to, you know, get my car ready and stuff. And then he smells the room, and he says, what the fuck is that smell? I'm like, here we go. I had a girlfriend last night, or whatever. I can call her girlfriend. She was only there for one night. She shit herself. She shit herself. Yeah, she shit herself on the bed. And that went through there. And then I shit myself. Oh, fucking Jesus. And I said, yeah, it was pretty nasty. So, he asked me, why did I shit myself? He says, because I had some food. I had a Big Mac, a McFlurry, and a Mega XL burrito from Dollar Store, and he fucking lost his mind. And he says, I'm going to touch my bed right now, and if there's a big pile of shit on it right now, I'm going to lose my mind. What he did was, he sticked his hand inside of the bed, and then he comes out, and there's this fucking it was 2 inches of shit all over his hand. He had his eyes bulging out of his head, right? And he was fucking screaming in agony. He goes into the bathroom with this shit on his hand, and he puts it on the mirror, and he looks at it, and he fucking all over the goddamn wall. Everything. I'm like, are you okay there, bud? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. I asked him, hey, how was your Mercedes? He's like, Mercedes? What do you mean Mercedes? I only have a Fiat, bro. I'm like, I figure, I thought you said you had a Mercedes. No, that's what my friend had. Why were we drinking beer last night? I wasn't drinking beer, I was drinking soda. I'm like, soda? What the You're a college student. You're drinking soda? What the fuck is wrong with you? And he said, dude, oh my god, this is disgusting. You need to get out. And that was the story of my college career. That was only the first day of college. And I got kicked out. I had 4 more years to go, and I could have got my degree and went into a better business, you know? But things happen. Alright, I'm Arsenal Jim, and I'll see you guys later. That was my story on tips if you want to see a girl protesting in, fucking Mexico and you see that shit and she said she ate a burrito, don't fucking do it. Because if you do, you're going to get a fucking adventure of a lifetime. And that's a one-way ticket to another short life period. So, whatever you do, get a good girlfriend, stay curious, not bi-curious. Well, you can be whatever the fuck you want. It's not my opinion. Alright, bye.